I came across this rapper kid on my YouTube shorts, and gosh golly, is he an interesting little bugger. His name is Little Mabu, and he's apparently an upcoming drill rapper. I mean, the kid's got 3 million Spotify listeners and doesn't appear to be signed to any label yet. I have to tip my hat to that, as getting those streams isn't as easy as it looks. But what's the most interesting thing about this kid is that he attends a $60,000 a year private school in New York and has $12 million of property in the Hamptons. Normally, when you think about someone rapping about gangs and snitching and guns, you imagine someone trying to make it out of the hood, while this guy is trying to make it out of the suburbs. I mean, he for real made a song, Trip to the Hood, so that he could say that he made it out. I'm decently well versed in the area of being politically correct, and gosh golly gee, this goes against the grain of what we would expect of a rich-ass kid from the suburbs. I can't lie though, his song No Snitching goes hard as fuck, and at the end of the day, the music is what matters. He could have 150 guys in suits standing behind him with a budget of $50 million in marketing, and it wouldn't matter as long as the music sounds good. A refreshing change of pace in comparison to rappers like Ice Spice who just say I'm a baddie and shake their ass for views. I mean, the attention span of this generation is so fucking low, they'll just click her video, drool, and then move on. But I digress. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Anywho, this kid raps about violence, gangs, ops, guns, and more. I feel like such a savage when I listen to his songs, makes me feel like a gangster. But it's clear he does not live this life, which angers some of his listeners. He has a lot of haters, and a big argument against his music is that the people in the drill scene are trying to actually get out of the hood and into a better life, and he is taking up a spot. But as we know, there is a lot of cap and rap nowadays. Lil Tecca didn't go to France, and he can't even drive.
One day I'm flying to France, drinking till a nigga land. Nah, I never went to France. And crashed a Rari, so I hopped in the Benz. I don't even drive. I don't even know how to drive.
6ix9ine said in a podcast that he thought that rappers really rapped about what they did in real life and was shocked to find out that was not the case. To get into his rap career a little more though, a rapper named Use G's called him out for basically being full of shit and being a culture vulture. The people in the Bronx rapping about this stuff are actually living what they rap about, so it's no surprise he got called out. Mabu linked up with Shaw EK to create a diss track against Use G's called Everyone K. Shaw EK and Use G's are a part of rival crews, but they didn't have beef until this encounter. Now they are full on beef. Mabu dissed Shaw EK for getting his social security number leaked online and wearing fake designer by saying, "Use G's, where you stay? Let me send you a new pair of shades. Thanks for the SSN. I'm getting paid. Open 3 SBAs in your name." Use was also exposed for rocking fake designer, so Mabu called him out and said, "Use Giz got the craziest fits. He be rocking 101 designer." So I gotta admit, I got no drip. He flyer Use Giz got the craziest fits. Heard he shipping them straight out of China. Yus retaliated with the song In My Mood and said, "Lil Mabu a bitch, and I know where you from. I just bought a new chop, put the beam on a drum. You a kid when I see you. You done Duke 5, got kicked, trying to get him and run." This helped Mabu gain more popularity and proved to be an effective strategy to get his name out there. I mean, this kid really doesn't give a fuck. Mabu further proved he has no idea what he's doing when he put a bunch of rappers on the same EP who had complicated street ties, some of which are kind of enemies, but they were fine with it because Mabu is getting that sweet clout. I mean, if Mr. Beast did the same thing, I think the rappers would be all right with it because Mr. Beast is the clout god and everyone on YouTube basically gets on their hands and knees and kisses his shoes. Recently, Mabu was exposed by the New York Times for being a 17-year-old rich white kid. Apparently, everyone knows he's full of shit in the streets, but he has music talent, so it's chill. His dad also has a rare NYC permit to carry a concealed gun, so gosh golly gee, his dad's a gangster. As long as he keeps cranking out these songs, it seems like he's here to stay unless he becomes dog shit and completely falls off.